When you're looking for real estate deals, there's all types of lists to pull up, right? There's all types of lists. There are people with no equity where you go ahead and conversate with them to see if they're motivated to go ahead and sell. If you need to know exactly what to say to these individuals, you don't have to guess. All you have to do is go ahead and scroll down into the group and look at the seller lead sheet. And that will allow you to have a conversation with these people. Also, you can go ahead and Facebook skip trace and you can contact them via Facebook. But I want to talk about this particular niche, this niche in particular. And what that is these are individuals that have been vacant. Their properties have been vacant. And it makes for a certain amount of motivation. In other words, whenever you want to go ahead and talk to or contact motivated sellers, what you want to focus on are you want to focus on stacking. So what do I mean by that? Stacking problems. Stacking problems. So I've told people this for 15 plus years now. A vacant property is a liability. Once again, a vacant property is a liability for the simple fact that you have a lot of people who may squat. In other words, they'll go ahead. You have people from the street that will go ahead and just stay in the property and stay in the property and stay in the property and the property so long that you will have to take the time to go through a legal process in order to go ahead and remove them. There are people out there that have squatters' rights, which is scary, right? And that varies from state to state, what have you. However, I will say this. When you come across an owner that has a vacant property, meaning that property has a mortgage on it, that property may have may be in a so-so neighborhood. You're not going to know until you investigate that property a little bit. So the level of motivation for owners who own a vacant property, but that property also has a small lien against that property, and that property is not listed for sale on the MLS. In other words, a vacant property in your area that is not listed on the MLS for sale, but that has a lien against the property, right? There is a level of motivation there. Also, the trick with vacant properties is this. You have to go ahead and find a property that has been owned for at least a year, if not 2 years. Why do I say that? Because there's a lot of vacant properties on the market right now, but some of those vacant properties, people have just moved from those properties, right? Some of those properties, some people have just bought the property and they're just renovating the property, right? Different things happen to these vacant properties, but if you find a property that has been vacant for at least a year, where the property is not doing anything, the owner's not doing anything to the property, and then you find out that that property has issues. Maybe it has a tax lien against it. Maybe it has a federal lien against that property. That is a beautiful thing. So all you would need to do is to go ahead and contact the owner to see if they want to go ahead and sell the property. Now, you can contact the owner multiple ways. You can go ahead and do a skip trace. You can call the owner, number one. Number two, what you can do is go ahead and take the address, the forwarding address, and you can mail the owner. Number three, what you can do is go ahead and attempt to find them on Facebook and private message the owner. And you can text message the owner, you can email the owner, you can do. The whole goal behind this is to contact the owner to get some type of response, to get an answer, a yes/no answer. And one of the things I'm instructing people to do as well, as time goes on, what begins to happen in life is this. Finding leads takes time. Okay? Finding leads, as you're figuring out now, finding leads takes time. And it is a numbers game. Once you go ahead and you get a deal up under your belt, what you will then do is begin to scale your business and hire the work away, right, to a virtual assistant. I have a gentleman right now that is contacting 200 numbers for me here in the Atlanta area, right? Went ahead, hired him, sent him a list, etc., etc. He's doing a cold calling for me. Why? What I want to do at this point, because I have so many different things going on, is just talk to the people who are motivated. That's all I want to do. It's just to go ahead and talk to people that are motivated, the motivated sellers, people that are motivated to go ahead and sell right now. Okay, what are you looking to do? Period. But targeting these vacant properties is incredible, right? It's very profitable. It's very profitable because there's a lot of owners that do different things, or they don't do anything with these particular properties. They plan on it, they plan on it, they plan on it, they plan on it. Now, there are a set of owners that are strategically buying properties just to go ahead and sit on them because they know an area is getting ready to pop. In other words, they know an area is getting ready to appreciate in value, to go up in value. This happens all across the country, but it differs from city to city or what have you. There's some places in Atlanta, different pockets that are extremely hot, where you have property values that have literally exploded. There are parts of Charlotte, North Carolina. So the vacant property list is beautiful. Okay, the vacant property list is beautiful. Now, it's even better if you can find people who have a problem. In other words, you got a vacant property and then you got a lien against the property.